everyone. I am your campus dietitian, Emily Holdorf, and tonight we're going to be making two different pretty quick recipes that are perfect for boosting your intellectual wellness and brain health and moving into finals. These will be perfect. We have a drink and then we also have a snack. So perfect ways to fuel your body for the stressful times coming up. So the first little recipe that we're going to make tonight is a green tea non-alcoholic hot toddy. So the reason I chose this was because it's green tea based, which is super helpful in these dry winter months to make sure that we're staying hydrated and helping to just keep our burst of energy up by staying hydrated. But then also because of the caffeine content that's actually in green tea. So we all know, coffee, energy drinks are probably a common way that we tend to help ourselves stay up if we're studying late at night or something like that. But I do encourage you to try out some green tea or other forms of caffeinated tea, because if you ever feel like jittery or just like the caffeine from coffee and things doesn't sit well with you, you may find that using green tea or other teas is just more helpful in kind of keeping those caffeine levels or energy levels more consistent. So the average amount of caffeine in a cup of coffee is about 95 milligrams, and whereas in a cup of green tea, which I have right here, is more like 28, 30 milligrams. So it is less caffeine, but it'll kind of just keep you more balanced, and you won't feel like kind of those energy spikes up and down after having that. So I'm going to get started in mixing up this drink. So I'm just using a regular mason jar, but you could use whatever glass that you would like. And so I'm just going to start with some honey. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon of honey into my cup here. And I already have my green tea brewing over in the corner there. So we'll add that last, but let's add some honey in here for some nice natural sweetness. And you could add as much honey as you like to taste. Then we have some orange juice. So add a little bit of vitamin C to fight the sickness during this time of year. So we have a couple ounces of orange juice. Then I'm going to add a little squeeze of lemon. And this is another one, like any amount that you like taste-wise is good. And then the fun part of this drink is some of the spices. So we have nutmeg and cloves, but I feel like really any type of warm spices would be good for this recipe. So if you like cinnamon or things like cardamom or things like spices like that, you could even add some turmeric if you're wanting to add some extra antioxidants in there. So I'm just putting about 1/8 of a teaspoon of both the cloves and the nutmeg. And then we're going to top it off with the green tea. So coming back to just talking a little bit more about the green tea and some of its benefits, it is great for our brain health because it, once again, has caffeine that'll help boost alertness, but also it has antioxidants that will not only fight those free radicals in your body, but also kind of just calm the system and help you relax, which I'm sure we all could use some extra relaxation these days. So I'm just pouring my green tea in here. I'm just going to give it a little stir. And then you can garnish it however you like. I'm just going to put a little lemon wedge on the edge to make it a little fancy. Maybe it's not really sticking. Oh, okay, it just went in. So we have our little green tea hot toddy, and just a couple variations. If you aren't like a fan of honey or lemon, you could always use a different type of citrus fruit, whether it's orange to kind of add to that orange juice flavor in there. Grapefruit is perfect also. And then in terms of sweetener, you could also use something like agave or brown sugar or just regular sugar too. Maple syrup could be fun. But yeah, I think this is a fun little drink, and I feel like you could do it either hot or cold depending on your preference, but I think it's a super fun little winter drink to sip while maybe you're studying or hang out with your family at home. So there's our little green tea. I don't know how well you can see it. It's not the cutest color, but tastes good. So there's our first recipe for tonight. And then we're gonna move into the dark chocolate cranberry energy bites. So this energy bites are like one of my favorite snacks to make because one, you can make them ahead of time and just keep them on hand in your fridge for the week, or you can also freeze them and just take them out kind of as needed / wanted. And there's so many different flavor combinations that you can do with energy bites. So tonight we're going to be doing dark chocolate cranberry, but you could do like peanut butter chocolate chip. I've made pumpkin spice flavored energy bites before. So really any like flavor combo you can totally put into this basic energy bite recipe. So what we're starting off with, I just melted some coconut oil already in this bowl. So we're gonna start by mixing in some almond butter. So like I said before, any type of nut butter is gonna be great for this energy bite recipe. I'm using almond butter tonight, but peanut butter, cashew butter, if you can't have nuts, you could do sunflower seed butter. Any of those are going to work. So I'm just gonna measure out 1/3 of a cup of this almond butter here. And the reason why I chose this recipe was because it has a great mixture of protein, fat, carbs, all in these just tiny little energy bites that are perfectly portable. You can take with you on the go. Just a really nice snack for really any time of the day. So with some of the benefits of using nuts or nut butter, they're going to be high in those healthy fats to help with heart health and also brain health, and just kind of keeps you satisfied and full. So I love any recipe that has nut butter in it. All right, so there's our almond butter. Then next I'm gonna put some maple syrup in the mix here. So this is just 1/4 cup of maple syrup for some sweetness. So by using maple syrup in this recipe, it is vegan. You could also use honey as your sweetener for this if you would like. So I'm just gonna mix up the liquid ingredients here. And so kind of coming back to when I was saying that these energy bites are a perfect combo of carbs, protein, fat, I like to use that as kind of the basis of my structure for snack ideas. So having a good balance of carbs to protein and fat is going to be helpful to help keep your energy levels and blood sugar levels stable throughout the day. So by adding a protein or a fat to a carbohydrate, it helps to kind of slow down that digestion of the carb so it's not as quickly burned. So you'll have that longer lasting energy versus just a quick burst of energy and then kind of a crash afterwards if you were to only have a carb-based snack. So that is why I like that. So next we're gonna add in our oats. These are just regular rolled oats. You could also use quick oats, but for texture, I like using the rolled oats in Energy Bites. So that's just a half a cup of oats in there. Give that a mix. So oats are going to be that great source of whole grains, also super heart healthy, helps with lowering cholesterol levels, all that good stuff. And then our chia seeds, we're going to do our chia seeds next. So 2 tablespoons of chia seeds in here. So these are also a great source of fiber and heart healthy fats. Chia seeds are a super easy addition, whether you're adding it into a smoothie, topping like a yogurt parfait with some chia seeds, adding some chia seeds into your oatmeal. That's one of my favorite ways to use them. But really just a great little like nutrient boost, I guess, that you don't really notice them in there. So now we have all that mixed together. I'm going to add in our 2 mix-ins. So we have some dark chocolate chips. So those good antioxidants coming from the dark chocolate, plus they taste great. And then also some dried cranberries. So more antioxidants and a little bit of fiber in there too. So 2 of my favorite combos to use flavor wise. I think these would also be really good with, if you kept with the cranberries, doing white chocolate chips in there. I think that could be a good flavor combo. Okay, so once we have everything mixed together, this is kind of the fun / messy part that goes down. So we're gonna roll these into balls. If you have like one of those cookie scoops, that might be helpful to just kind of form them, which I do have, I think. So this makes it a lot easier and you don't have to get your hands as messy, but if you don't, just kind of roll them into a ball shape. But I'm just gonna put some of these out so you can see what they look like. So the mixture is a little soft to kind of start. So I do encourage you to stick them in the fridge for a little bit before eating them, and then they'll kind of hold their shape a little bit better. But like I said before, you can keep these in the fridge, like make them over the weekend and then have them to just pull out and snack on throughout the week. So you can keep them in the fridge up to about 5 days a week, or in the freezer for up to 3 months. So we have our little energy bites here. So if you can see them, they look really good, and I'm excited to try these later. But yeah, so I think that both of these are a great option to kind of mix up and make if you are staying up late studying. I like to encourage students, if they are staying up a little later than normal studying, to really prioritize those snacks. It's important to keep those energy levels up while you're studying so you can retain all that information, and then be able to get a good night's sleep to take that test or finish the project or whatever you're doing the next day. So prioritizing snacks, prioritizing hydration, and of course sleep too is helpful as we go into these final weeks of the semester now. So I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demo. And if you are looking for more information on nutrition and wellness, you can always reach out to me through the wellness@colgate.edu email, and we can always chat more about nutrition related to you.